Hello and welcome to Everyday Petrolhead. We're going to explore the South Hall, where some of the higher end brands are located. Oh man. Of course, the Audi R8, one of my favorite cars, has to be represented at the auto show. I love the Spider, and I wish I was in a position to get one. One day, maybe one day. Arguably one of the more important cars this year is the Audi e-tron SUV. Audi has decided to go all in on making an all-electric SUV, and it's probably going to do really well considering the design is basically an Audi Q5 with an all-electric system. That's pretty much what most people really want. Make my current car an electric car, and maybe I'll buy the car. Audi has already seen success with the A3 e-tron, so why not rinse and repeat the formula on the next model up, and the next model up, and the next model up. Pretty soon we'll see all of the Audi line is probably going to be all electric. Jaguar Range Rover was showcasing a lot of hybrid models, which was kind of interesting. And right in the middle of the road, they had this beautiful red F-Type R. It was just gorgeous. In the back of the Jaguar area, they had a Jaguar Owners Lounge, which I was allowed to enter. And on top of having food, they had a masseuse and a barber, which I decided to end my No Shave November there, thanks to Jaguar and some friends. This is Danny from Shave & Company. This dude is an awesome barber. If you're in the LA area and you're looking for a good barber, please check out Shave & Company. They are awesome. Found the wife's next pickup truck. This can go anywhere you want it to go without a problem. A brand I know way too much about. The long-awaited BMW X7 finally debuting at the LA Auto Show. And you know, it looks really nice. It's a much larger version of the X5. It has 3 rows, and it should run with the same drivetrains that all the X models tend to carry from the X5 up. I wouldn't be surprised if after the first year we see an X7M. I mean, why not? The new 8 Series was showcased with a hardtop and a drop top. It had its typical design cues from all the other models, but what I thought was interesting was they had the blue laser headlights in the 8 Series, which is really, really nice. And the grille had the louvers that stay closed in normal mode and open up to have more air when you put it in sport. Outside of these models, they didn't really showcase anything else that was new and exciting. It was pretty much all the same, just the new revision of the same units. So I didn't spend too much time in BMW this time. Lexus, same deal. A lot of the same models were out, but they did showcase that they have a brand new restyling of the ES series. It looks a lot more like the LS, which kind of brings it more in line with the rest of the models. So I guess it's kind of a step in the right direction, but maybe the only model they really needed to revise. The LC500 in yellow was really, really nice. The matching door cards was a nice added touch. That's enough of Lexus. Now onto the brand that has my attention right now, Mercedes. Mercedes Maybach was prominently displayed, but I could not get close enough to it because everyone was on this thing, like white on rice. They just would not back up enough for me to get a nice clear picture. I see an AMG GT review is needed in the near future. And on top of that, they had this brand new AMG GT 4-door on display. I took a couple of extra pictures of it because, God, it was beautiful. Some plans need to happen. Something. Oh, I know what needs to happen. Paul, I need to see this, Paul. This 4-door GT needs to happen somehow. If you love me, you'll let me somehow drive one of these.
So it says.
Next was Infiniti, and again, not much change. Didn't see anything that really caught my eye, but Infinitis are beautiful. However, they did have a concept car on display, and that was really beautiful. I'm wondering who gets to drive this thing because I see a lot of bugs going into that person's teeth from this angle. The Lincoln display was gorgeous. Now that they have all of their line completely in tune with one another, same design cues and stylings, they decided to prominently display the new Lincoln Aviator. We haven't seen this car since 2005. Lincoln made the car back then, and it kind of really came across as a overpriced Ford Explorer. The new version is definitely not that. It does have the same size of a Ford Explorer. However, it has way more than that. A lot to distinguish it from the other. Very different design stylings, as well as the technology inside. This thing is its own animal, and quite frankly, one of the only American SUVs I would actually buy. I love this thing. If I didn't buy another German vehicle, I would buy this. Easily buy this. I mean, look at it. And for the wife, she's in love with the Lincoln Navigator. I mean, you can't go wrong with it. The new Navigator is just gorgeous. So, yeah, if we want it to be a one brand family, Lincoln has our number. On display was all of Acura's styling products for when you're picking your Acura. But that's not what caught our attention. They had the high-end racing unit and the NSX GT3, which is all carbon fiber from one end to the other, complete with a on-off start-stop button on the outside. Well, just kidding, I don't even know what those buttons are for, but it's kind of interesting that it's there. And of course, a big meaty wang to keep it on the ground. I've always loved the NSX. As much as people try to make jokes about it, this car is a beast. Don't sleep on an NSX. So I think this is a fitting place to end the vlog. If you like what I've been talking about, like, share, and subscribe. And join me next time with your everyday petrol head. Thanks. I'm gonna go see AMG.